Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about the new big dogs of the new Big 12 in 2024. That is the Arizona Wildcats from Tucson, Arizona. They have a new coach named Brent Brennan, who played as wide receivers UCLA. His brother played at Arizona. And he also had a Little Call winner at um, Fresno State. No, not Fresno, but Oregon State University. Anyways, let's get right into it, fam. Uh, People wonder about his defense, but his defense at San Jose State was really, really good. Once he got that lower tier program to winning, they was competing, and in the Mountain West was their facilities was undermanaged compared to all other teams in the Group of Five. Anyways, in 2020, their defense. What's up? What's up? Oh, I'm on there. The defense held the opponents to 19.9 points a game, 119 yards rushing. I mean, 100 by 119 yards rushing roughly, and passing yards they only gave it 225 yards again, roughly. 2022 San Jose State defense gave up 210 yards roughly passing yards a game, um, roughly uh, 122 yards rushing, and 20.3 points a game. So say that to say this, uh, he knows that he can excel with better players at Arizona. They have a great defense. With Arizona have the best defense in um, the last decade plus. Was they gave up 111 yards roughly rushing, roughly 129 yards roughly passing, and only gave up 20.8 points a game in awesome quarterback driven form Pac 12 with Caleb Williams, Cam Ward, Mike Pennis Jr., and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, moving on to the Big 12, Cam Rison's coming over with Utah and his use or whatever. Cal Whittingham is 7-5 against Arizona, even though Arizona got cheated at home in Tucson in the last 2 minutes of that game against Utah in 2017, and it should be 7-6. Anyway, Arizona is better than Utah. I said it. They are better than Utah. Utah don't have no offense. Period. Even with Keon Rising. One receiver is better than any receiver that Arizona got. Arizona got Tanner Millen, T Mac, a former 5-star recruit that they flipped from Oregon to play with his homeboy Nova Fita, who was a legend. He was a legend in Cali. Arizona got an excellent recruiter in Alonzo Zoe Carter, who was a legend in the Bay Area and a legend in Cali and recruiting and also high school football, coaching, playing, and recruiting. They got legends on the team and recruits, and recruiting. You know, a mass talent of college coaches that can coach and recruit. They'll recruit the heck out of the state of California, Texas, Arizona, yada yada yada. Well, let's get this schedule. First game is against New Mexico, which should be a nice blowout. It's in Tucson at August 31st, Saturday, August 31st, 2024. And it's Hispanic Heritage Day, celebrated in Arizona on September 7th against uh, Northern Arizona, and they should beat them by at least by 30. Then they play, some say in Manhattan, Kansas, at the Bill Snyder Family Stadium against a pretty decent and real good Kansas State team. It will be their first tough opponent, but given Arizona's talent on defense, Jacob Mano, Justin Flo, if you can get his stuff together, um, if number 23 on defense comes back, they should be good. But they still have a big Bill Norton. We back that year. And they should be great on defense. With Ty Ty on defensive end and then Trey Smith coming in from San Diego State, they should be great. The running backs are way better than what they had with Michael Wiley. Uh, the boy went to from Cali that went to Washington with Jed, with just Corey and Conley. It's way better. It was Speedy Luke. It's way better. It's an upgrade. Conley was a backup at San Diego State and had over 800 yards. Just think about that. Jeff Fitz didn't really like running the ball. Brent Brennan likes running the ball, likes passing the ball. And uh, just Corey had over 1,000 yards at uh, where he came from. Anyway, they played Kansas State. Kansas State got a former four-star recruit, highly talented quarterback. He's a pretty good quarterback. Should be a good game. I don't think it's be a blowout, but Arizona should win the game by at least 7 to 3 points. Then they come to Utah, who Cal won at him at 7-5, should be 7-6. I mean, uh, yeah, Cal won at him 7-5 against Arizona, but one and one should have extras on it in 2017. Anyway, Arizona plays Utah on September 28th in Salt Lake City, Rice Echo Stadium, which is a hard place to play. Utah fans ain't no joke. Yeah. But a lot of people sleep on the Arizona football fan. I mean, Arizona Wildcat football fans also like we ain't real. Utah has a decent quarterback with Cam Rising, but he's injury prone, and they really don't have no offense. Even with the former walk on that played at Arizona, that was a star receiver, went to UC, the Trojans, and didn't get no play there. So he don't do nothing at Utah. Utah loses that game by at least 7 or more points, even with Cam Rising started. Moving on, Texas Tech, they might have a better record against Arizona when they was all in the same conference, but in recent years, Texas Tech is getting beat by Arizona. And that game's on October October 5th, Saturday at Tucson. That's our first home game for the new Big 12. It's gonna be awesome. They should win that game. Then they play the Mormons, formerly known as BYU, Brigham Young University in Provo, on October 12th, 2024, Saturday. And BYU is really iffy with Arizona, guys. It should be a better rival than Arizona State. But Arizona should beat BYU on October 12th. Moving on with Colorado. Colorado fans, the bandwagon Buff fans, or the Chico the Bar fans, or the Big Tiger fans, or whatever from Colorado, or the Deion Jr.'s fans, whatever. I'm talking about the real Colorado fans. Know that The Arizona has owned Colorado since they joined the Big 12. I mean, not the Big 12, but the Pac 12. Arizona has owned Colorado before they joined the Big 12 in the late 1980s and when they joined the Pac 12. When Colorado joined the Pac 12 and before they joined the Pac 12, Arizona has beat them more times than they beat when Colorado's beat them. And people are like, well, that's a homecoming game on October 19th, Saturday, 2024. Arizona has a better offensive line with, with big boys on the line with experience. Josh Baker leading the charge. They have better running backs. They have better receivers. Travis Hunter is a great player, but he's not no shutdown corner. What receiver is he going to stop on Arizona when he couldn't stop a receiver on Stanford who have over 200 something yards on him and the rest of the DBs on Colorado? Colorado has not definitively developed any player on their team. And they went through a bunch of offensive coordinators, and quite frankly, Pat Shermer, offensive coordinator skills is what compared to what Arizona had. Dion Babers had the best offense at Arizona in history when he was last offense coordinator here. Yes, he was a iffy coach at Syracuse, but Syracuse in the conference like with Clemson and Florida State. They wasn't primed to win in that conference. He got them to 10 wins in one season. That's incredible. That's like the equivalent of San Jose State playing in the conference with Fresno State, Boise State, etc. And Brent Brennan can get them to win 7 games in the conference or close to it, or being a winning program when the facilities is not that good. Anyways, Arizona should beat Colorado. Even though a lot of people think that if you think Colorado's gonna lose, you hating on them. No, Colorado's not on Arizona's level. And it was close last year because Colorado had 3 drives within close range due to special teams in Arizona not being able to move the ball. But Arizona showed them who was the boss at the end. Anyway, Arizona's won that game. Moving on to West Virginia. West Virginia is like one of the winningest programs in the Big 12, as far as record-wise. Anyways, Arizona plays them in Tucson on August 26th, Family Weekend, and they should beat them. Neil Brown probably get fired if Arizona beats them by more than 20 points. He probably get fired this year. Moving on to the most tricky game ever on the Arizona schedule on 2024. Arizona plays Central Florida and Orlando, Florida at the FBC Mortgage Stadium. UCF got good recruits and they got a great coach, but Arizona should beat them. Moving on to Houston on Community Day, on November 14th, Thursday, or November 16th, Saturday, against Houston and Tucson. They should beat the Cougars. I know they lost the Cougars with the bum they had, the dumbest coach ever Arizona had with Kevin Sumlin. They lost on, but this ain't the same regime. Arizona should pummel Houston. Moving on to November 23rd, Arizona plays TCU, who was formerly in the national playoff game and got pummeled by Georgia, but miraculously they beat Michigan, who was still in the signs or whatever, and TCU beat them with Sonny Dykes, who was a former offensive coordinator at the University of Arizona. And he had Nick Foles as quarterback, and Nick Foles won the Super Bowl and was Super Bowl MVP with Philadelphia Eagles. Anyhow, Arizona should beat TCU. It's going to be a close game. They should beat them. November 30th, they played at arch nemesis and little stepbrother, formerly known as Temple Normal University, now known as Arizona State. Sun Devils, Scum Devils, whatever. Anyhow, Arizona plays them home. They should beat them by more than 30 points. Um, so at the lowest point, Arizona should have at least 8-4, 9-3 season in regular season. The regular season 12 games. The best case scenario either 10-2 or 11-1 in the regular season before they play either for the 2024 Big 12 championship game on their way to locking in one of them seeds in the playoffs and getting to the college football playoffs, CFP. Will Arizona be good? Yes, they should be good with leaders like Jacob Manu, Nova Fida, Tataro McMillan, and Jacory as running back, Bill Norton on defense, Ty on defense, Justin Flo on defense. And they still got Sua, who's a linebacker, who's a California Gatorade Player of the Year in 2023. That didn't really get, he really didn't get, he never got on the field in 2023, but he should be ready and fired up to get on the field in 2024. So the defense should be one of the top defenses, if not the top defense in the Big 12, and one of the top 15 defenses in the country in 2024. They should have one of the top 10 offense attacks in 2024. Arizona got T-Mac, a.k.a. Teton McMillan, who should be the best receiver in the country in the NCAA. In 2022, after being the California Gatorade Player of the Year, came to Arizona as a five-star recruit and led all freshmen in yards with over 700 receiving yards. And this is a side note, in 2023, he had over 1,300 yards receiving and 10 touchdowns. So he's a great guy. That's all I've said.